Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I am Maria Ishtiyaq. I am your teacher of subject Maths. Today, our topic is commutative property. We will study the commutative property of addition and multiplication. First of all, we will study the commutative property of addition. The commutative property of addition is that property in which if we add two numbers in any order, the answer will always be the same. For example, if I add A into B or B into A, the answer will always be the same. If I take A as 1 and B as 2 and 1 plus 2 or 2 plus 1. Whether I add 1 into 2 or 2 into 1, the answer will be 3. Both answer is the same. This is known as the commutative property of addition. Same case is in the multiplication. If I multiply two or more numbers in any order, the answer will be the same. For example, I multiply A by B and B multiply by A. I am taking A as 1 and B as 2. Whether I multiply 1 by 2 or 2 by 1, the answer will be the same 2. This is known as the commutative property of multiplication. Next topic we have is associative property. Now we will study the associative property of addition and multiplication. In associative property, we add more than two numbers, but we separate them with a parenthesis and small bracket. A plus small bracket B plus C or A plus B parenthesis and C. It means that whether we add A into sum of B plus C or sum of A plus B into C, the answer will be the same. This parenthesis means that we have to solve this thing first, and then we have to add A into the sum of this one. Now we are taking A is equals to 1, B is equals to 2 and C is equals to 3. Now we will put values 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equals to 1 plus 2 plus 3. First of all, we will solve these parentheses. 3 plus 2 is equals to 5 and 5 plus 1 is equals to 6. 1 plus 2 is equals to 3 plus 3. 3 plus 3 is equals to 6. The answer on both the sides is the same. Now we came to the multiplication. Same procedure is in the multiplication. Whether we multiply A by B multiplied by C, A multiplied by B multiplied by C. Product of B plus C multiplied by A and product of A multiplied by B multiplied by C. The answer of the both sides will be the same. A is equals to 1, B is equals to 2, C is equals to 3. Now we will put the values in the formula. 1 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 is equals to 1 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. 1 multiplied by 3 2s are 6 and 6 1s are 6. 2 ones are 2, multiply by 3, 3 twos are 6. The answer on both the sides is the same. This is the property of associative. Next topic we have is distributive law. The distributive law, we will study the distributive law of multiplication over addition and multiplication over subtraction. In the distributive law of multiplication over addition, the product of a whole number and the sum of other two whole numbers is equal to the sum of products of the first whole number and each of the other two whole numbers. For example, if I have 25 multiplied by 12, so it can also be written as 25 multiplied by 10 plus 2. The answer of both will be the same. If we multiply 25 by 12, the answer will 300. 25 multiplied by 10 plus 2, 12. 300 and 300. Same process is in the multiplication over subtraction. 8 multiplied by 3 is equals to 8 multiplied by 10 minus 7. 8 3s are 24. 8 multiplied by 10 minus 7, 3. 8 3s are 24. So this is the distributive law of multiplication over addition and subtraction. Next topic we have is 0 as additive identity. The identity of a number does not changes if we add or subtract 0 from it. For example, if I add 1 and 0, the answer will be the 1. We can see that the identity of the 1 does not changes by adding 0 into it. As same, if I subtract 1 and 0, the answer will be the 1. So it is the additive identity of the numbers as 0. Our next topic is 1 as multiplicative identity. The identity of a number does not change if it is multiplied by 1. For example, 5 multiplied by 1 will remain 5. 6 multiplied by 1 will remain 6. You can see that the identity of the number is not changing by multiplying it by 1. Okay students, now came to the exercise 2b. Question number 1 is fill in the blanks. A part we have is 10 plus 7 is equals to dash plus 10. This is the commutative property of addition, and we know that in commutative property of addition, two numbers are multiplied in or added in any order. Now 10 plus 7 is equals to dash plus 7. So 7 will come in this blank. 10 plus 7, 17, and 7 plus 10 will also be 17. B part is 34 multiplied by 8 is equals to 8 multiplied by dash. This is the commutative property of multiplication. 34 multiplied by 8 is equals to 8 multiplied by 34. As we know that in commutative property of multiplication, two numbers are multiplied in any order. and the answer will be the same. 34 multiplied by 8 gives 272, and 8 multiplied by 34 also gives 272. So our answer is the correct. In the same way, all the parts of this question will be solved. Question number 2 we have is say true or false. Part A, 35 minus product 12 minus 8 is equals to 35 minus 12 minus 8. As we know that this is the associative property, but the associative property does not satisfy on subtraction. So this statement is false, but we can also prove it by solving it. We will solve this statement. First of all, we solve 12 minus 8. 12 minus 8 is equals to 4, and 35 minus 4 is equals to 31. 35 minus 12 is equals to 23. 23 minus 8 is equals to 15. The answer on both the sides is not the same, so this statement is false. Part B is 56 plus 0 is equals to 0. This statement is also false, because by adding or subtracting 0 into any number does not change its identity. If we add 56 into 0, the answer will be 56. So this statement is the false. In the same way, all the parts of this question will be solved. Question number 3 is Greek mathematician Eratosthenes was born in 276 BC and died in 194 BC. Use the timeline and calculate how long he lived. We will use this number line to represent his rate of living. We will start counting from the date when he was born, 276, to the date when he died, that is 194. We will start counting from 276 toward the 194 and count the steps. These steps will be 82. So it means that he lived for 82 years. Question number 4. Complete the magic squares such that each row, column and diagonal adds up to 30. Now we will see the first row, that is 13 plus 11. We will subtract the sum of 13 plus 11 and subtract it from 30. The answer will be 6, so we will write 6 in this row. Now we will see the second column, 6, 10. Now we will take the sum of 6 and 10 and subtract it from 30. The answer will be the 14, 11 and 7. We will take the sum of 11 and 7 and subtract it from 30. The answer will be 12. Now we will take the sum of 10 and 12 and subtract it from 30. The answer will be 8. In the same way, we will take the sum of 14 and 7 and subtract it from 30. The answer will be 9. So we have completed this square in this way. Question number 5. Use distributive laws to solve. Now we have came to the question number 5. A part is 16 multiplied by 23 is equals to 16 multiplied by 20 plus 3. Now we will solve this as 16 multiplied by 20 plus 16 multiplied by 3. We will multiply this 16 by both the numbers that are present in the bracket. 16 multiplied by 20 plus 16 multiplied by 3. 16 multiplied by 20 is equals to 320 and 16 multiplied by 3 is equals to 48. Now the sum of both is 368. Now if we want to find and check the answer of our question, we will multiply 16 by 23. The answer will the 368. It means that our solution is correct. C part we have is 37 multiplied by 48. Now first of all we have to split it in the form of distributive property. We will write 37 multiplied by 48. Now we have to split 48. So 50 minus 2 is equals to 48. Now we will solve this question. We will multiply 37 with both the numbers present in the bracket. 37 multiplied by 50 minus 37 multiplied by 2. 37 multiplied by 50 minus 37 multiplied by 2. 37 multiplied by 50 is equals to 1850 minus 37 multiplied by 2 is equals to 74. When we subtract both these, the answer will 1776. The product of 37 and 48 is also 1776. So our answer is correct. In the same way, all these parts of this question will be solved. Next we have question number 6. Find the values using distributive law. A part we have is 235 multiplied by 25 plus 235 multiplied by 75. First of all, we have to write it in the distributive law and then we have to solve it. To write it in the distributive law, I will take 235 common. 235 is taken as common. So, the left elements are 25 plus 75. Now, I will solve this question. 235 multiplied by 25 plus 75 is equals to 100 and 235 multiplied by 100 is equals to 23500. B part is 347 multiplied by 123 minus 347 multiplied by 23. We will take 347 as common and now we will write the left elements that are 123 minus 23. 347 as it is. 123 minus 23 is equals to 100 and 347 multiplied by 100 is equals to 34700. All the parts of this question will be solved in the same manner. Dear students, subjective and objective notes have been provided, so you should write these notes on your math copies. Take care. Allah Hafiz.